So I think it was 5 years ago. I was with this friend at the time. We met somehow anyway, and then we ended up basically bonding over a business idea. And she started it, and I was just so loving it. And then I kind of told her what I would do with it if and she loved that even more. So we kind of joined forces to create this thing. It didn't happen sadly, but as in it was just, yeah, it was just getting too much. As in we just couldn't bring it to life. But anyway, it was so fun and amazing, and I still sometimes play on the idea of like, yeah, I might do a version of it. In fact, I'm kind of working on a version of it. Um, anyway, so but we were both trained professional coaches, and at the time I even had the business. I was kind of I had coaching clients. I think nothing major, just like the way I do it, just here and there. And she was too, I think. And anyway, so we were kind of coaching each other in that we had lunch. We went out for lunch and we were coaching each other. And there is this super powerful question, which I'm sure you came across it, um, and which is that if you knew you were gonna die in the next, I don't know, 6 months, a year, or 2 years, or whatever, 5 years, what would you do with your time? And my answer was nothing. That was my answer. I would do nothing. I wouldn't do anything. So then I elaborated, and basically like what that would look like. So I would just be in nature more than I am maybe now, even though I'm quite a lot, but still. Even more, be more intentional about being in nature, just savoring the life, but not just the life, the pulse of life, not anyone in particular, not crowds, not people, not chatting, not friends, none of that, just pulse of life. And definitely I would soak myself in that by just sitting down in nature like a proper Turian, like the Ferdinand from the Disney cartoons. It is Ferdinand, isn't it? The bull that just wants to smell the daisies. And so yeah, that's what I do. I also said I would ask my partner to take time off work, like 3 months or however, so we kind of maybe go travel, even though I'm not fussed about that, but do something to either spend the time together or just talk or whatever, just be with each other like properly, like full time if you like. Otherwise he's at work and we're not, obviously, as normal couples, like we only see each other in the evenings kind of thing. So I would ask for that. I would make videos for my parents and my brother and whoever else, maybe, don't know, that would be probably it. And wouldn't tell anyone. And that's it. Just would really, this is it. I would just want to be deeply solitary till my last minute. And now I would probably add, if someone asked me that now, if we were having the same lunch now and she asked me the same question, I would probably say, uh, write a book, a memoir, or something, a book about, it wouldn't be anything typical, meaning I kind of know what the book is and I've sort of been writing it on and off already. And anyway, so it would be my version of a legacy in writing, and what it is that I thought, felt, seen, as in like, here's a way to live, a way to live. And so that I would definitely do that if someone asked me that now. I'm saying all this because the theme of the second leg of my journey here on the 110 challenge is that I am, it's some success, as in why I'm not successful in a traditional way, that I have a successful business, that I'm earning and bringing thousands of pounds a month and tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, whatever those big people on influencers online running various types of businesses have. So why? And I know I can easily do it. Easily meaning I know I have everything, even the kind of, but I just end up losing that momentum, just like desire. And this is why. The answer to that question is why. My answer to this question is why. It's like, I got everything I want. I do. I have. And even if I lost everything, God forbid, that I have, which really is the most amazing relationship I have with my partner, And it's just deeply nurturing in that sense, or supportive, or just freeing, or something, you know, all of these things together, whatever, it's important to me and to him. So in that way, amazing. And then just the sort of setup materially as well, just the aesthetics of my living, so important to me. Just, yeah, everything I talked about in the other videos. It's just, I don't want anything else really. And yeah, so that, when you look at it that way, and I spoke to her at the time, I was quite shocked actually. I was shocked because we were starting a business. So it was like, wow, it really hit me like a brick. My answer, yeah, surprised me. And yeah, so that's kind of why. So why would I even be talking about success? And if I'm content with the way things are, because why is it that it still niggles at me? I think it's what I said in the previous one. It's just, I do actually want to leave a legacy of a sort. And I think it will be in a form of a book or some kind of something, I was going to say physical, like, but it doesn't have to be necessarily physical, just something that's a piece. It's a piece. As opposed to a business, or as opposed to a YouTube channel or anything like that. It's actually it's like a complete work of art, but not as in necessarily painting. In fact, I'm sure it won't be a painting, but it will be some kind of bringing together of all these disparate parts in a form. So that's definitely happening. And that completing that is the ultimate and absolute idea of success to me. But even that, the motivation for that wavers, because I suppose because the success as a word, maybe that's it, maybe it's the wrong word that I've been using. It's that actually wouldn't necessarily fulfill me, because I'm kind of already fulfilled. I think it's like, it would be, it's like kind of like a play, like a game, like not in a game, mind game or anything like that, just like a, I don't know, frisbee, you know, just something like a game that's fun. Badminton is I love badminton. So doing that, having that book would be, or having that piece, putting it all together, so before I go and leave this body, that I have, that I leave that behind. But so the moment that becomes a chore, and it becomes a chore because, and I spoke about this in another video, of how I just love watching time pass. Anything else makes me feel like I wasted time by doing something else. This way, I'm observing time, I'm watching, I'm feeling time passing, like minute by minute or second by second. So the reason there is no motivation for this final piece of my legacy is that, like, time is more interesting to watch than to do that. And that's kind of going back in time, because you're revisiting your life and bringing it together. It's fun, don't get me wrong, it's really fun. It's actually phenomenally amazing, but not every day, and not 4, 5, 6, 8 hours a day, as you know, the typical kind of self-discipline productivity books will tell you, that if you want to achieve something, you need to do it. I know you need to accumulate those hours to create something, to actually make it, but I only do it when it's fun, and that's not always, in fact, that's not often even. That's my point. But yeah, I do wonder rather whether there is also, when you push through that kind of resistance, or just like not just want to watch time pass, and do the work. Like I do it. I did it yesterday. I will do it today. There is a sense of accomplishment, but it's almost like these words are from a different world. They're not really, they don't mean that to me. They don't mean that much to me. And maybe this is all about wanting to be, or trying to be, or testing, or experimenting with being normal, or being, or looking for references that are not mine, but I'm looking for references that will become mine, but these are not, but these are the best that are out there at the moment. Okay, that's it. 10 minutes. Done. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow with probably some more talk and thoughts about success, I believe. Or maybe something else. We'll see.